channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my updated Pandora bracelet tour. I'm so excited for this video because I actually did my very first Pandora charm bracelet tour 7 months ago, and my bracelet has evolved so much since then. Like, my bracelet's literally completely full almost, and we have like a little bit of room in some places. I am so excited to finally share with y'all my updated charms and just like tell you a little bit of background. I'm also going to be talking about how to space out your charms to make sure that your bracelet is like following inspo and that it's pretty spread out, is a bit more cohesive and put together, instead of like how my bracelet was at the beginning where everything was very like stacked together. I didn't have spacers or clips, so my bracelet wasn't as like spread out, but now I feel like I've gotten into a good place where it's pretty spread out and it gives a lot of like room for like the dangle charms, so things are a bit more organized. I saw an inspo charm bracelet at Disneyland. So at Disneyland's Pandora, they had the most beautiful 70th purpley iridescent charm bracelet going on in the display. That's basically the theme that I went for my bracelet. I did a little spin on it and I made it more my own, so there's a bit more customized charms in here, as opposed to the way the bracelet looks is very like, they repeat a lot of the same charms to keep that like cohesive theme. Mine is a lot more personalized than that, but I did take a pretty similar theme and I went a similar route with this. So I'm actually so obsessed with the way my bracelet came out. I have a lot of different spacers, have a lot of different dangly charms. I am also going to be splitting up this video in 2 parts. Okay, so let's get into the charms because I am so excited to talk about all the different pieces that I have on my charm bracelet. Let's actually talk about the bracelet that all the charms are on. So this is actually the Dream Big bracelet. It's like a snake chain, snake clasp bracelet. Oh yeah, this is a really nice overview of the bracelet actually. Very Disney themed. I have a couple of non-Disney charms on here, but it's mostly Disney themed because I love the Disney charms. They're just so cute, and I just personally really love Disney. I'm a huge Disney fan, and I actually don't know if this is like a limited time bracelet or if it's a permanent bracelet. And then I have a spacer charm. This is the purpley iridescent. Honestly, these purple iridescent charms is what makes the theme. It gets me pretty close to the theme that I was going for. Honestly, without these, the theme doesn't really pull through all the way. So it's really important that you get charms and spacers like this in order to really give that like cohesive themed look. We're starting on the Nightmare Before Christmas side. I actually have my bracelet sectioned off based on different categories. So I have a Nightmare Before Christmas section, and then I have clips, and then I have a Disneyland exclusive section where it's just Disney parks, castles, things like that that really represent the park. Then I have kind of like a randomized section where it's like everything else. That just kind of helps me figure out like, where am I actually gonna put the charms, what look am I going for. It really helps me decide the order of those things. And then we go to the Zero charm, which is here. This one's actually a new addition from the last time that I talked to y'all. This one is a Disney park exclusive. This one was tough because I was like, do I put this at my Disney park section or do I keep it with a Nightmare Before Christmas section? And I want another Jack and Sally charm that I haven't got yet. So I was like, okay, I'll put Zero where he belongs, obviously with his peeps. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It's such a good movie because I love watching it during Christmas and Halloween. I mean, it's a 2-for. It gets me in the Christmas and Halloween spirit. Just doesn't feel like Christmas or Halloween without Nightmare Before Christmas. And I showed you this one in my last bracelet tour, and on the back this one says True Love Never Dies. Want a closer look on that? I do have my first bracelet tour as well. This one is also one that y'all have seen. It is the Jack Skellington two-toned moon dangle charm. I'm not really gonna go into too much depth on charms that I've already shown you. I want to just show you like the updated part. This one is also a new addition. This one I got for Christmas from my grandma. It's another nice spacer purple charm. It just really breaks up these dangle charms because otherwise they would just flop all over each other. But the spacers really make the difference. Like, there was a point in my bracelet where I was buying a whole bunch of dangle charms and my bracelet was just not looking good. I looked at it and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to really like reorganize, restructure, because this is just not it. And so I looked at inspiration online and I found that people like the super aesthetic bracelets and the inspo and everything that I was looking at, what really made that difference was the clips and the spacer charms. And even just getting charms like this that like break up the space on their own. Like if you don't want 3 or 4 different spacers, just buy the charms that are like circle shaped to act as a spacer. And clips are a different thing because it actually like keeps the charms like in place. The spacer charm really made the difference, and it's so pretty. It's like a purpley iridescent color and it like has like specks of blue like glitter inside. Is really pretty. And then this was my Remy charm. I didn't really know where to put him, so I put him at the beginning of my Disney section, my Disney park section, because I felt like that kind of goes, but he's kind of in the quadrant over here with my Nightmare Before Christmas section, but I felt like it's a good placement for him. Then I actually got these clips. Now these clips are a new addition to my bracelet and they changed the game for me. I love that on the back one side is Minnie and then on the other side it's Mickey. I think that is so cute and so thoughtful. But the clips basically do not move. See, it's not moving. They're not like spacers where the spacer is supposed to actually just break up the charms between each other. The clips work as a way to actually make sure that one section is blocked off and the charms don't move. The charms aren't gonna move past the clips. Like see here, like the charms aren't gonna move anywhere, so they're not gonna fall off or anything. Some people use clips as like a safety chain as well, so you can use clips in a whole bunch of different ways, but they're so worth it if you really want that themed cohesive bracelet. So this section is my Disney parks section. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of different Disneyland and Disney park themed charms. So the first charm here is actually the Magic Kingdom castle. This one is so pretty and I was so happy I got it. I actually recently got this one in Disneyland. I talked about this one in my Pandora haul video. So if you haven't watched that one, go check it out. And I was honestly really surprised that Disneyland had it. Bought this rare 70th anniversary Disney Park exclusive charm. I love this charm. It's so beautiful. It has a whole bunch of diamonds all around it, and it has Tinkerbell on one side and then it has the castle on the other side. And I love how the castle says 70th and it's just so pretty. And I love the fact that it's like one of those spacer charms on its own because of the shape. So I really like the shape of this charm. It really helped bring everything together. So I actually have a second bracelet that I talked about in my last bracelet tour video, which is the Avengers Star Wars bracelet, and I've gotten some updates on that as well. Stay tuned for part 2. I really wanted to get this one out as soon as possible. I'm working very hard. And then this one is the Disneyland little Mickey ear charm. It is so cute. Like, I actually love the way this one looks. It has a whole bunch of different colored gems, and this one's also a park exclusive. This whole section is park exclusive, and it's just so cute because it just reminds me of being in the Disney parks, how there's just so much color and there's always so much fun and everybody's wearing their little hats. Like, I have so many pictures in the park where you just see like people's ears, so you just see like their silhouettes during like nighttime shows, or just like when it's dark out and I'm taking pictures, you just see people's silhouettes and they have like their ears on. It's just super cute, and it's like families and stuff. I have this new charm as well. This one is another Disney 70th anniversary. It's the Disney D, but it's like a purple iridescent, kind of like the Murano charm. And so when I saw my bracelet inspo, I was like, I have to have this. Like literally there's no way that I can't have this one because it's D, like also like my name. It's the Disney D, and it's just super cute. The colors, everything about it, I was like, they did their thing with this one. There's stars on the bottom, and it even says the happiest place on earth on the top of the charm. So there is just so much like little details in this bracelet or in this charm that I really love, and I knew I had to get it because it really brings that theme together. What? The next charm is actually the Disneyland Castle charm. It is so pretty. It's actually smaller than the Disney World Castle charm, which is funny because in real life, the Disneyland Castle is also smaller than Magic Kingdom. So I thought that was just kind of a funny, like they kept it pretty realistic, but it's so cute. It looks just like Sleeping Beauty's castle. It has the pink on it. It has the pink gem. It's honestly so beautiful. Disneyland is my home park, so it just really reminds me of, you know, just my childhood, and honestly even now, like all my good memories, because I go to Disneyland all the time. And I got this one actually during Halloween last year. I think they do still have it. They have different variations of the castle actually. I think they have an all silver one, and they just released an all gold one. I don't have a gold bracelet, so I didn't get the gold one. This one's really pretty because it's like a replica of the actual castle. Like it has the colors and everything, and it's just so pretty. On the bottom it says Disneyland inscribed. And Sleeping Beauty is actually my favorite princess, so I needed her castle like more than anyone, and of course she is my first Disneyland castle charm. I'm so excited. It would have been Tokyo Disneyland, but they sold out. I don't know why they sold out when I decided to go, but they did, and it sucks because leading up to my trip I was so excited for that charm. I was like, I'm gonna get it. I watched so many hauls and so many people going to Pandora and Tokyo Disneyland and getting all these exclusive charms. When I went, they had absolutely nothing. First of all, they had absolutely nothing, and they had none of the Tokyo exclusive charms. They didn't have Duffy, they didn't have the Disneyland castle, they didn't have anything. And I was honestly really sad because I really wanted a Tokyo Disney memento, but it's okay, it is what it is. I'm just glad that I was able to get my Disneyland and my Magic Kingdom castle charms because honestly they're two really good parks as well, and the castles are so pretty. And then again, to break up the space, I have another purple Murano spacer. I mean, look how pretty, like just look how pretty this section is with the D, the Murano, and the castle charm. Like that is the exact theme that I wanted to capture in this bracelet, so I'm really glad that I was able to get a couple of these Murano charms for Christmas. This is also a new addition. This is the Mickey's Fun Wheel for California Adventures. This one is so nostalgic. The Mickey is gold, the lights are all different colored gems, they're so beautiful, and I just love California Adventures. Like I remember growing up and going to California Adventures was always so much fun. Like, do y'all remember that Tron world and like the Alice in Wonderland world that they did? Like that was just so crazy. I feel like we were really transported into the movies without any rides, so like that whole thing was really cool, especially going there as like a kid. And then they also used to have this really fun game where during World of Color you would be able to actually control the Mickey's Fun Wheel colors if you like won a game or something, and it was like on your phone. It was really cool, and I miss those days. And I think that this charm is just so cute because it just really represents my memories at Disney's California Adventures, and it really encapsulates the colorful California Adventures is, and it makes me think of like World of Color and Incredicoaster now, but also all of my memories from being in California Adventures. And California Adventures, I feel like it's one of those parks that has only gotten better over time. Like they have they're doing a lot more with the park now. I'm so excited for the new Avengers ride, and like I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the parks. They're gonna add Coco. It's gonna be so good. This charm I feel like really when I look at that, these are all the things that come up. Okay, stay tuned for part 2 because I'm gonna show you the rest of my bracelets. I'm gonna finish showing you this bracelet, and then I'm going to show you my updated Avengers bracelet. I just honestly have so many, and I just didn't want to make a super long video. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye!